Now, as far as shelter site selection, there are 5 W's that you need to think about. 2 of them you need to be near, 3 of them you need to be away from. All right, so when I'm picking out a site, I want a spot that is near a source of water, which right here I've got a source of water running through here. Doesn't matter how small it is because I'm going to disinfect this water anyway, but this is in close proximity. I've also got plenty of wood around that I can use for fuel, for boiling water and for keeping warm. So those are the 2 W's that you want to be near. You want to be near water and you want to be near wood that you can use for fuel or for construction projects. Now the final 3 W's to the 5 W's shelter site selection acronym are the things that I'm trying to stay away from. First off, the first thing that I'm trying to stay out of is the wind. And I've got a lot of natural windbreaks with the vegetation that's around here, with the trees, so that's a good thing. But I also want to look at the terrain, okay? I don't want to be all the way up on the highest portion of here because that's where it's going to experience the most wind. I also don't want to be all the way down here in the lowest portion because at night all of that cold air is going to sink down to that level and I'm going to be more cold, probably more damp while I'm trying to sleep, so that's not going to be a comfortable spot for me either. So I want to go kind of somewhere in between when I'm setting those up. I don't want to be all the way up on the high ground, all the way down. I want to go kind of somewhere in between to set up my system. That's going to be the best protection from the wind and the best protection from, you know, those kind of atmospherics that are causing colder temperatures to drop and sink to the lowest level. I'll kind of be above those, but not so high that I'm picking up all the wind whipping across the top of a ridge. So that is wind. I want to stay out of that. The other one I want to stay away from is widowmakers. And if you look over here to my left, this tree is probably still alive, but it's got a heck of a lean going on it. It's a really shallow root system where this creek is starting to wash it away. So I don't know when that's going to go, but I'm pretty sure that as that water cuts that away, it's eventually going to go. So I'm not going to set my shelter up where something like this can fall and cause injury to me. So that is a widowmaker. Also, the same token, I can look around at the top for any sort of dead branches that might, in a high wind, break off and fall onto my shelter. I want to stay away from those as well. So those are 2 more considerations that you need to stay away from. And the last W is wigglers or wigglies. Here in the eastern woodlands, we do have copperheads. I've never seen one in this particular area, but 30 miles from here where I grew up, we had them pretty often. So you want to stay away from that kind of habitat as best you can. So those are the things I'm looking for when I'm trying to find a good spot to set up a shelter. 5 W's. Next to a water source and plenty of wood, and you need to be away from wind, widowmakers, wigglers. That's the 5 W's.